Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon. I would say good evening because I look out my window and it's evening. So for me, it's evening. For me, it's evening. For you, it's afternoon. For you, it's morning. I don't know where you are. You could be anywhere in the world. Where in the world are you? What's the name of the boy? Santiago, whatever. I can't remember there was that thing. I can't remember what it was called. Never mind. How is everybody? We have a lot to talk about tonight, but I want to tread water for a few minutes to get more people in because I think this is a reasonably important discussion. We actually got some fun stuff coming tonight. We got some fun stuff. We have somebody coming on the channel. I always respect that. I always respect that. I always respect honest meeting. I even if it's a confrontation, and I don't really like confrontation, but even if it's a confrontation, I always respect somebody coming at you saying this is my position and being upfront about it, being honest about that, and being able to like stand with it. Right? That's openly. I find that a respectable thing. So yeah. So we have a gentleman coming on tonight. Who characterized my review of Interested. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean because I'm not blaming him. I'm really not. I think you're a product of your society. But characterized it in a ludicrously infantile way in like so many ways. We'll go over it together, and I have a lot of respect for you for coming on. Look. In general, I'm actually going to say some praises about some strange people right now. You know, that hate group, that Nut My Doctor hate group, the Nutsack, right? So I call them. Yeah. Again, at least they're open and honest about who they are, right? I like that about them. You know, I look their leader, Tommy Nutsack, whatever. He's a funny guy. Listen, the truth is, he's a funny and charismatic person. He genuinely is. I don't know why he's doing it. I think he's a little bit bonkers. I can't really hold that against him. I mean, listen, somebody said to me, Svi, you're a little bit bonkers. I'll be like, well, that's kind of fair. You know, I think I'd have to own that, wouldn't I? But that's just, it's kind of the guy I am. I do own my stuff. Right, yeah, but again, he's not, he's kind of a frontal assault. I guess I respect it. I do respect that. What I don't like is what I feel we have been victimized. At first, I think in me, I thought I was a victim of, but it's not me. It's our little world, our little group of weasels. And weasels are people who wait. They wait for their moment and they hide and they whisper in the background. And they wait for their moment because they're weasels, because they will not come out and face you because they're basically scared people, which is why they're weasels, right? So we have, I don't know. It seems to be that. It seems to be we have. I think it's my summation, and I think I'm probably right. I think I'm probably right. Because this whole latest blow up of like, by the way, the nut people, they made a hashtag about me. It's freaking awesome. Like, okay, I'm 4 minutes in. I got 30 people watching. Oh, can you like, share, subscribe, all that stuff? Buy my books. Basically there. Okay, we've done everything. Do all that stuff. I like that. Share. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, by the way, and if you're one of the guys hate watching, listen, I better pull up my campaign. Yeah, let's get this plug done properly, right? Before I go off into in up my ass. Where is it? Chrome tab. There you go. Leave Rabbi for another planet's comic book now. So if you're somebody like hate watching this, okay, you just hate watching this. It makes you so mad. I'm angry, right? If you're one of those guys, right? Here's what you can do to really stick it to me, right? Really stick it to me. If you buy my comic books, which, by the way, are very good. Okay, they're actually very good at the same time. If you buy my comic books, right? Buy my comic books, buy them in bulk, and then you burn them. I just got a notification I'm on. Well, that's good to know. That's YouTube on the case. Right. It's going to happen. Yeah, so you buy my comics, then you burn them. Yeah. Rabbi is over party. At least I don't know hashtag for you. Rabbi is over. God damn. It's so weird. Okay. It's I don't really know what hashtags. I mean, but I don't thought I'd probably have a hashtag made about me. It's so freaking weird. Anyway, buy my comic books. Buy them in large quantities, right? Buy them in large quantities, and then burn them. Burn the heresy. Burn it. Much like you would burn a witch. And if you listen. If you get the bigger package, she cried. Get away. That's just, I have to tell you, things like that do just make me laugh. I don't know. Listen, that's just who I am. I know it annoys you, but it's just, get over it. Relax. Everybody be cool here. Well, I'm just opening up a couple of things, because if you do buy my comic books, you will be receiving a few more things than just my comic books. There you go. We'll go doink. See if that opens up. It didn't open up in one thing. One second. I think I can do this. Is this the wrong one? I put this one over here. There you go. Strong emotions, Captain. Is it? There it opened up. There you go. So not only do you get these awesome comic books, but then you get signs of my depravity, like incredible signs of my unquestioned depravity. So this is what you. I mean, listen, I'm just letting it all out. You're gonna know how cancelable I am, right? This is incredible. This is a bargain. This is a bargain, if I may say so. So I go, I share that one. There you go. Look at that. Look at this heresy. I put on the interwebs. Oh, yes. It's a sexualized form of a Doctor Who companion called Perry, who I think, wasn't she like 19? I don't know. Like we're going to do companion dating. I found out how old Victoria was. Some like professor got in contact with me and like told me about fine, I'm gonna try to pronounce it. Decolletage. They said, oh no, it gave me a whole lecture on it, and I did some research and like, yeah. So we'll go into that. But before we go into that, let's go a bit into talk about Perry. You see, here's what happened. And you grew up the nutsacks, the crazies of the world. You grew up in a world where you heard that cis being comfortable in your skin is a bad thing. It's a bad thing. You do not know the struggle of the trans, and you are privileged, and you're white, and you feel so bad. Oh. Listen, I don't. It must be weird living in that. I mean, could you live in that sea? And like everything is like, I'm a bad person. Yeah, like no, you're fine. You're all fine. You're all fine. Now listen, this is a bit of fun. This is if you're sitting in your closet with a wank mag, it's not good. Okay, there's got to be better ways to do it. This is a bit of fun. This is titillating, and titillating is like, yeah, okay, But I'm just not that prudy a person. If you are that prudy a person, not for you. But but that's why I say you should buy them and burn them, right? Because you're going to get these for free. You're going to get these for free when you teach me my lesson by buying my comic books. And I live in fear. I live in fear and I live in dread of that day happening. The link is in the notes, by the way, in the video notes. Just go ahead and do it right now. You'll be really happy. You know what? I'm actually going to put it in the chat. Look at me. Look at me being professional. Look at that. I forgot because I'm on so many other people's chats right now. I forget I can get to my chat because it's my channel. Okay, fine. So you get the Nicola Bryant card. I call this one No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. Poor Perry, delusional, chameleon contracted some kind of psi virus, making her need to do some kind of bikini pose, like gets rigid in them, you know, and that's how they found her in the TARDIS console room. She wasn't happy. She was not happy, but we did save that moment for all posterity. Next up, that's called No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. This is one of the 4 art cards. In fact, you're going to get 5. You're probably going to get 5 art cards. So you're going to get that one. You're going to get down, bow, 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 bow. Finish listening to Big Finish's Space 1999, Volume 1. Freaking awesome. There's one really woke bit in it that annoyed the shit out of me. But other than that, freaking awesome. Go and buy this one. It is awesome. Listen. It's actually better than the TV show. And as you're listening to it, you're seeing all the puppet, like, you know, eagles. You're seeing all that crap, right? Because it's just, they just get the soundscape right, all the music, so everything's right. And it's better than the original because it's waffled through. It's really, really good. So yeah, that's my my pocket review. Also really good, this freaking card. Look at this card. So this is embarrassing because I can never remember her name. I just say that hot Asian one from Space 1999. That's her name in my head, okay? And I'm sorry, and I know she's got a real life and she's a person and everything. But to me, that's like, you know, the moniker I put on that. By the way, Resident Alien. Freaking awesome. It's getting better and better by the freaking episode. I absolutely adore Resident Alien. It is wonderful. I'll say it was excellent. So yeah, Party Like It's 1999. Bow, 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 down, bow, bow, bow. So that's card number 2. Card number 2. Card number 3, well, this is actually card number 1, is the ba 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 da da da, keeping the British end up. This is the wonderful homage to my strokeable love of the Bond movies. See, that's why Bond movies are great, okay? Especially for a young lad, you know, let's say a 17-year-old can lay in bed, maybe imbibing of the evil weed, watching a Roger Moore, and then you get a bit of action, a bit of comedy, and you know, a bit of eye candy. And a bit of, like, listen, it's hardwired into us, okay? This is called heterosexual. I am comfortable in my skin. I am so comfortable. What some may say, I'm too comfortable, but I'm very, very comfortable in my skin, right? Very comfortable. Yeah, I really like it. I really like being in my skin, and I really like doing things with my skin, okay? I don't want to get more graphic than that, but that's really where I am with that. I am so comfortable in my skin. So is this young lady. So I like to get, he's got a turn just right, but he's got her hand up in a very feminine manner. So yeah, and the underwear, absolutely just perfect. I mean, he just nailed it straight on, and he really, really got it right. I like the muscle tone. You know, it's like he's just got the body like super, super hot and real enough to be even hotter, right? He's really, really nailed it. Oh boy, would I love to be nailing it. Now let me be clear. I just, because these freaking crazies. But I think there's 25 spaces left. PD Rich. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. These crazies. They just, I don't know. They feel very upset by heterosexuality. They do it. They don't like it. So yeah, there's that. So that's card. Let's keep the British end up. I've done it a million times, so you're not going to do it again. Listen, if you say I'm attempting to check, you want me to do it, I'll do it. But I don't think you do. Judge Anderson, wonderful Judge Anderson. Again, she gets many spanks in many spanks out of 10 in the Rabbi Spank Bank. Listen, I'm just looking at the card as I'm talking to you because I can emote about it. It's like I'm drooling. She's like, I love he's got the bike right, he's got the badge just right, and listen, let's zoom in. We always have to zoom in on Judge Anderson. We always have to zoom in on, because you've got to see how she's reading your thoughts. How she's reading your thoughts on that very cool Cursed Earth morning, right? She's just gone out of Sector Wall 17 to investigate some rad zombies. And she's been hit by some kind of virus, making her want to take all her clothes off. I like this episode of Judge Anderson. You know, I'm not so into it when she's like 50 and like hanging herself. But this Judge Anderson, yes, this gets many strokes on the Rabbi Spank Bank. We are very happy. So the chaser card is available. The chaser card is available, and I am ready to present it to you now. Oh, actually, I got something interesting to show you. I'm going to show you later. I've done a little post-production work on it, and oh boy, did it make a difference. I got to show you the original compared to the post-production stuff. So the next card is Star Trek: The Next Generation. I used to love the American preview. Next time on Star Trek: Next Generation. Riker. The incredible thing about Star Trek: Next Generation, and it's so dated now. It's more dated than Deep Space Nine and Voyager, right? It's they would just come to weird conclusions at ad breaks, like every 20 minutes, and sometimes Riker or Troy, they would walk across the room so they could get into line, right? They could get in focus, and they would all be in a dramatic pose, yeah, that's where they would be. Every 20 minutes for no apparent reason. So, yeah, Star Trek Next Generation. I'm sensing strong emotions, Captain. I'm sensing strong. Oh boy, yes, your Beta Z training is working, because I have some very, very, very strong emotions, and they're all good, baby, and they're all pointing at you. They're all pointing at you. They may spurt on you. Now, I'm thinking, maybe for an additional charge, we can get these laminated, right? Maybe for an additional charge, we can get these laminated. So there are 5 in the series right now. If we get to 10 grand, I think we can do it, guys. If we get to 10 grand, and remember, we got local shipping in Australia, in Canada. All the Canadians have got to refund money to. Oh, by the way, somebody I got to reply to who wrote the nicest email ever, just the nicest email ever. And I got so much going on. I was reading this going, I've got to pay a lot of attention to this because this is really nice. And I had another 30 things going on. So I was like, ah! So the nicest, you know who you are. And I don't know if I could say your name or you want me to. So I'm not doing that now. Okay. So yeah, we have Canadian shipping, we have Australian shipping, we have Irish shipping. Oh man, I'm sorry about that in Ireland. I just thought you came in the UK. That was a dick of me. Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't lived in England for 30 years. So it's like old habits. What can I tell you? We did US shipping and UK shipping, obviously. Fine. So there, we have those 4 cards. Also throwing in, I think if we get to 12 grand, everyone's going to get an A3 poster of Tom's going in. Now, I can't tell you the story that ends that, right? That goes before that, but that is the most incredible punchline I've ever heard. And I know there are people out there listening to this who know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Also, I did a bit of post-production on this as well. Oh boy, did it make it in. Isn't this freaking gorgeous? So I want to do this as an A3 poster. Again, exclusively for the backers. We're only going to print as many as we can make. So this is exclusive. It's really cool. I'm really happy with this. So there we go. So that is my Indiegogo. Go check it out. The link is in the notes. That's what you should do. Fine. So yeah, look, let's go. I want to talk about the Rabbi's cancellation eventually. Let's start over there. Let me find the right thing. So I'm not going to start with the nutsack crowd, right? Because I think they are a little bit more open and honorable, right? That's not a good introduction. Okay, that's not a good introduction, is it? I was trying to work out what is different about this. On Seder night, on Passover night, you have this thing called the Manish Tana. The youngest person asks these 4 questions. You go, Manish Tana, basically, why is this night different from all that? What made this different? From all other times? So I know there are people on our side of the fence who do not like me. Who have not liked me for a while, and I don't think I'm spilling any beans here, especially when you post something very, very publicly, right? So there you go. Let's read this together, shall we? This Eddie chap. Now, oh, 1 second before I do that. Let me just stop that because I want to make sure that's covered up over there. Okay. Fine. Okay, there you go. Fine. There you go. So, there's this Eddie chap who does not like me. This is fair enough, It's 100% fair enough not to like me. I think what's going on there. Listen, you can just like me because you don't like my face. Fair enough, some people just rub me up the wrong way, as I would not hold that against any person. So it's fair again. Fair enough, as I said. So what I think is going on there is he's got a very left-wing outlook again, as is right. Everybody can be who they are, but I think it very much upset him that I like Trump. I did, and I liked him a lot. I think that I believe in God. I got this. I have a very right-wing worldview. It's fair enough. That's fair enough. And I think that very, very much upsets him, and he doesn't like me around. But I like what triggered him. And we're going to read this here, which is we'll go through it because this is just unbelievably insane. But look, I'm going to straight every part of this. And it's all completely disingenuous, and I think he's been waiting to do this because he doesn't like me around, and I think it very much upsets him. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I don't really understand, anti-Semitism. I don't really understand what goes through most prejudice. I really don't. I don't really get it. I don't really get why, if you got black-skinned people, you don't like it. I like it. Listen, I can believe that if I would be conditioned to have a predetermined set of ideas on who you may be based on your ethnicity, but I'm open-minded to be wrong. Right, that much I would agree to. If you want to call that unconscious bias, that's fair enough. Okay, 100% fair enough. But so I don't know. I don't know what people go through with bias. But it's just it's an old-fashioned one that like. I just launched my Indiegogo campaign, and it's doing okay. It's not doing terrible. It's doing okay. It's made some money. I'm very grateful. I would be much happier if I was at 15 grand rather than closing to 5. Right? I'd be much happier. Yeah, so 100%. I'm very grateful for everything I have. That's just the way I am. I'm very, very grateful. But I think that might have upset him because some people. It's always the old stereotype. People they just don't like Jews making money. Right, it just upsets some people. I don't know if that's what it is, but you know what? One of the first things my mind goes to, and I'm sorry, that's just the world we live in. It's not my fault. That's the world we live in. But if you read this, it's absolutely breathtaking. So pedophilia, right? Okay, let's talk about Victoria's age. So, firstly, the source of her being 15 is an out of print, non-canonical short story. It's a bit of a tenuous thing to say you're a kid fiddler on. I would say that seems to be a bit of a tenuous piece of evidence. I would actually go further and say that's somebody who has a malicious bias, right? Does that not seem the case? Does to me. Now you add in this thing with Delicatage here. So in Evil of the Daleks, the style of dress you were, and they may not have done this, consciously. Say I'm open now. I'll open this up over here. Okay. Let's go over here. So even though you see that she's got a slightly lower neckline that shows a little bit of cleavage, so that would have been utterly forbidden for a child. Utterly forbidden, right? Apparently, for middle class and above of 1886. Apparently, again, That's what the experts tell me. I did some Googling. It seemed to be the case. Right? It's like it will be utterly forbidden. So therefore, she's minimally 19, probably 20. If she's 19, she's a bit racy, right? So clearly the production team also intended her to be 19, 20, 18 minimally. So the whole idea that she's a child is ludicrous. Ludicrous to the point where it's obviously disingenuous. Right. So, okay, that's just shredded up completely. Okay, God. Homophobia. Yeah, again, you'd have to have a ludicrously infantile idea about what I said about it's a sin. The guy coming on saying it was me saying it was God's revenge on gay people, and I was using the euphemism promiscuous. No, I wasn't using a euphemism. Moron, I'll bring you on. When I get to your tweet, I'll bring you on. I wasn't using, I don't use euphemisms. If I wanted to say that, that is what I would say. I said what I said because that is what I wanted to say. Because I wanted specifically to say it was heterosexual, as indeed AIDS was. Was it not? Again, I was talking about the lifestyles presented in episode 1. Yes, according to a biblical morality, as far as I understand it, that is indeed a sin. And I did not make any definition between heterosexual or homosexual relations. I made no definition because there was no definition. So again, homophobia, shredded up. So the disingenuous lies, awful disingenuous lies, and racism. I don't even know what he's talking about. I think what he's talking about is when I took the piss out of a BBC executive or Chris Chibnall because they use so much tokenism, which I found absolute racism. So I put a guy in blackface dancing in the background going, ha! And it was like the most offensive thing I could think of. And the guy was so tone deaf, he didn't understand that, right? If you want to sit down, no, so racism. Don't be ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. I mean, I don't understand it. I genuinely, I don't understand not liking somebody because their skin color. I don't understand the thought process that goes behind it. I don't understand why one wouldn't like Jews. Well, I mean, listen, Jews, okay, they're obnoxious. We're pushy, we're obnoxious. I hear it. Don't like us, don't deal with us. But make you so mad. Chill out, relax. Right? But oh no, Jews are making money. Oh, that's scary. I don't know. And it was not even that much money. Honestly, so I don't know, but you always seem smaller when you're looking from the inside out than the outside in. And that's always the rule. That's actually a biblical lesson. Yeah, that's very, very true. So homophobia, racism, all in 1 week from a prominent YouTuber. So again, lie. Egregious lie. Clearly motivated by animus, right? Whose respectable mask is slipping by the minute. Only because you're saying it was. Right? Only because you're saying it was. See, I think you were going around in the background whispering into lots of people's ears. That's what I think. I think you were that expert. I think you were a weasel. That's what I think. I think you were doing that. And maybe I'm wrong. But you know what? What I think of you isn't as bad as what you think of me. And what I think of you is for much better reason than what you think of me. So, I think it's fair, don't you? I think that's fair. So his friend Gorm, who I really don't know. I think I met him once. I don't know, but okay, maybe he's overliked my. Okay, it's fine not to like me. It's cool not to like me. To bring any of those 3 allegations is ludicrously ludicrous animus. Quite obviously. And myself urge you to unfollow, unsubscribe, and don't watch. You see, and then we get the line that shows them what's really upsetting them. Like saying it very openly. Take away any money this individual might make. Disgusting. Yes, you are. You're absolutely filthy. That's absolutely filthy. Every part of that is wrong. And I would go far and say evil and deluded. So who dis? Rabbi. So I replied to him. So yeah, people still been sending me that. So this is, I think, he's been saying to people behind people's back. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know. It's a reasonable supposition, I believe. So yeah, Eddie. I've been hearing you've been obsessing at me from the safety behind the back. Yeah, he blocked me. How brave. So the allegation that I like children in an inappropriate manner because Victoria was a minor is just nonsense for so many reasons. I mean, okay, she's also fictional. That's always a big one. That's always a big one. That's always, I was joking. Yeah, that's always a big one. Yeah, very, very, very obviously, but not least, not least because the character was actually at least 19 and by a delegate class year. But probably 20 and above. There's also being 15 is an out-of-print, non-canonical short story used disingenuously in a way racists normally do. Everything I wrote there is entirely accurate. There's nothing I wrote there that's wrong. That can be challenged in any way. Fine. What's the next one? There we go. So then he replies to me, keep telling yourself that. Again, specifically, where am I wrong? Everything I said is accurate. No one is buying it. I think everybody. Listen, that's your opinion, mate. I think you talked around a couple of people. I think you've worked. I think Ian is very upset. See, Ian, I see from his Twitter profile has a crucifix and a rainbow flag. And I think he's a gay Christian, which, again, I honestly make no judgments on anybody's life. I honestly make no. As far as I understand, the Old Testament is not pro-LGBTQ plus relations, right? It's not pro it. It's just that, as far as I understand it. I think that's a pretty reasonable understanding, right? I don't, and I'm not being hateful for saying that. I don't think you should therefore go and persecute people for that reason. That would be crazy. That would be wrong, right? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the people who do that are wrong. I'm just saying this thing says that because this thing says that, right? And clearly that was a reference of It's a Sin because that's one of many things it was referencing, which made it a very clever title. So, but I think that touched a nerve with him. And I don't have any orbit with him at all. I'm sorry it like upset him. I really am. I would rather not have upset him. I don't understand why he was upset, but I don't understand why he was upset. So I keep telling you, no one's buying it. It's not funny. It's not satire. It is funny and it is satire. That's why the Jody crazy Twitter crazies who really don't matter, right? They really would have been insignificant. Got so crazy because it is funny and it is satire and it did take the piss out of them. And remember, they destroyed the watch-alongs, right, with the Gareth Roberts thing, right? That's what was going on. But as long as it's everyone else's fault. No, I'm not saying everyone else. I'm saying specifically you are lying. That tweet is a lie, repeatedly, egregious, disingenuous lie. Right? You are lying. It's the 21st century. Take responsibility for your misjudgments. I made some. Obviously letting you into my orbit. That was a misjudgment. You're offending people. I think my presence offends you. Right? Take the hint. Oh, mate, I got the hint. We Jews get the hint. I've seen it before, mate. Yeah. I've got the sodding hint. Yeah, I would urge anybody who calls themselves a friend of mine, who's also a friend of theirs, which is fine. But you know these allegations are ludicrous, and I think by you not saying anything, it's wrong. I think you should ask yourself, what would I do in your position? What do you think I would do if the roles were reversed? Exactly. And yeah, the silence has been surprising, disheartening. Anyway, take responsibility. You're offending people. Take it. I've taken the hint. I got your number, mate. I've taken the hint. I replied, dude, I'm not trying to justify anything to you, simply pointing out your attack is ludicrously disingenuous. That's factually what I'm doing. That's just the facts of the matter. That's because they are. That is factual. You understand what a fact is. My guess is you have a lot of anger, hatred, but I think you do. I think you do. I think my presence angers you. Yes, I do. I think you're not satisfied with your life. I think you are jealous. I think you're jealous. And I think it's made you angry. And listen, jealousy, anger, these are not generally good things. You shouldn't let them rule you, right? It's not good for you. And going on to justify, yeah, and you're just trying to justify that. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I think you're doing. It's so clearly wrong. What homophobia? What? Utter nonsense. To justify it to yourself, it's pretty evident. Like the one time we got in a fight, the guy said to me, "What did you say about my mother?" before he hit me. Right? I was like, "What? Why didn't you just hit me?" No, but people do like. Fine, dude. Hatred, anger, and bitterness are always very recognizable, and even to the vaguely impartial observer. That's true. Listen, if you hate me, you're going to agree with it. And a few out there who hate me, right? Yeah. Listen, you and the nutbags, you found unity, which is a good thing. I guess. But okay then. You might not like it, but you can't mask it. You can't mask it. That's true, dude. Everybody knows where I'm coming from. Everybody knows where you're coming from, dude. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. Try having gratitude in life. That's a really good idea, man. That will change your life. It's a good thing. Having gratitude, be happy for what you are, and then you get more, right? Be happy. Jewish philosophy says, who's a wealthy person? The person who is happy with his lot. And you know what? I always have been. And it hasn't always been good, and it might not be good in the future. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but be happy with your lot, and you'll be happy. Try having gratitude in your life, and you'll find yourself being less resentful and happier. It's well meant, man. It's well meant. It's genuinely well meant. Fine. So then we'll go to this. The Rabbi's Over Party, the hashtag Rabbi's Over Party. So they were like, I don't know what they thought, right? I don't know. He had this meltdown today. This guy impersonated him, and he had this ultra meltdown today. When I went to get the screen grabs, I was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" Yeah, but I think it's all okay. But whoa, so he thought I don't know what he thought, right? You understand? It was Sabbath, or the Jewish holiday of Purim and Sabbath. I'm on fly, right? Like I am every week. I scheduled videos to roll and tweets to go out. I understand. I don't honestly, dude. I can't. I do. I think you're a funny guy. I think you're a charismatic guy. Genuinely. I think life's going to kick in the balls a bunch, mate. But maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. And I think it'll be good for you if it does. But maybe it won't. I know. What did you think was going to happen? Okay, nothing. You said nothing. Nothing happened. My channel's chugging along. It's still growing. Life's good, right? Be happy. Be happy. It's a good thing. There's every go. And there was Exxon boogieing away was a gift. Hashtag Rabbi. Then he says, "Oh God, oh no, I broke my insane rules. Really don't want to come off as anti-Semitic. The vast majority of rabbis don't call us F. I'm the only rabbi you've ever met, you ding-a-ling. And we think you're a dick, okay? I'm going to talk on behalf of the rabbis. We think you're a dick. And I just said, you're a reasonably talented and charismatic guy. And we think you're a dick, right? Okay, this is on behalf of the rabbis, okay? We think you're a dick. Because you act like a dick. Don't act like a dick. It's one thing if you had the capacity. If you didn't have the capacity not to act like a dick, but I really think you could not act like a dick. And I think you would be better off for it. I don't know. And I've always used the hashtag instead of something like Svi is over party. Whatever, mate. I'm using do me a favor. Everybody listening, just use this hashtag all the time. I'm using it. It's so funny. Fine. Let's bring him on. Let's bring him on. We'll do your memory factory because I left you not covered up. Damn, because you said you're coming on. And yeah, it's on Twitter. Invite. That's what I'm looking for. Copy the clipboard. Massages. Did you message me? I thought you messaged me. Oh, what's your name again? Is it Memory? Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Fine. Link sent. And we'll read this together. We'll read this together, and I'll be nice, okay? I will be nice. We're waiting for you. We'll read the ridiculous tweets that were very stupid. Obviously, good riddance. He's a hateful man. But I'm just a bit curious as to what an outsider might think of that hashtag. I may be overthinking it, but it might come along a bit iffy, and I don't want the Twitter monitors to misread. Oh, bad again, right? Oh, that's 42. Thank you very much. Heads up, mate. Big heart, your heart. Fine, we'll go straight to you. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing, Mr. Rabbi?
Very, very good. Okay, fine. Gaze was God's revenge on sexually promiscuous people, a disturbing euphemism for homosexuals. Why do you think I would use a euphemism?
I will elaborate on this a little bit for you
what?
If you want. I will elaborate on this.
No. I'm asking you a question. It's a simple question. Why do you think I wouldn't say the word homosexual?
Because you know that some of your viewers are of that sexual persuasion. And I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to lie to anyone. And
I'll elaborate.
Honestly, I'm not going to pretend the biblical morality is one thing when it is the other. They know it. I know it. Who cares?
Well, I'll elaborate. Is it okay if I elaborate a little bit? If I elaborate a little bit on my point and my reflections a little bit in hindsight, I think more was how it came across than anything else. I don't actually think you're homophobic. I'm not going to lie. Now I've thought about it a bit. I just think it's. I did there, but yeah. I reflected a bit. I think
this is why Twitter is the worst thing in the universe.
Well, I would agree with that.
Okay,
yeah.
I genuinely believe, and this sounds like it's crazy. In 4 weeks, we are under 4 weeks to the actual apocalypse starting. It's not what you think it's going to be, and we've got about 18 months. Okay,
we've got 18 months till the world ends. Okay, all right.
No, 18 months till it's over.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
We got about 3-4 weeks. We've got about 3-4 weeks to things start to kick off.
Okay, I'll delete all my tweets by then.
That won't help you.
You've already saved all of them.
Irrelevant. Just be nice to people. I'm not talking me. And I don't know if you're not in real life. Just people. It's good for you.
Oh, I'm just completely obnoxious in real life. I'll be honest with you.
So be nice to people. It's good for you. It'll make you happy. It'll make you happy. It really will.
Well, at Christmas, I got all my teachers presents. I gave them all sweets. You know, I'm a very nice and charitable young man. Deep down, I'm just not very funny. So
again, being nice is a good thing.
Well, it did feel good when I did it. Anyway, I'll elaborate.
Yeah, God, you guys,
feel nice.
Your entire generation should just go on like a day trip to being nice. You'd be like, wow, I feel so good.
Well, Rabbi, all you have to do now is be really nice to me for the rest of this stream, and I'll be nice to you.
Now.
Anyway, I'll elaborate a little bit on this Twitter thing. Okay. So I thought about it a bit more. I think it's more how it came across, because I think how it came across to me, and I've thought about it a bit more, and I've realized this wasn't really what you were saying. But I think for me, what it was the way it came across was you were saying, oh, this kind of promiscuous lifestyle, which includes anal sex, right? And that's how it came across, because that's how. No, hold on, Rabbi. Let me explain. Let me explain my point here.
Okay.
Don't interrupt, please.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I'll try.
Thank you. I know you're a very garrulous man, but don't interrupt me. So basically, because HIV was spread, and it gets more spread by having anal sex than by having like vaginal intercourse, for instance. The way it came across to me initially
Is
was
it?
that
Wait,
it sounds.
wait,
No, it is.
it's-
No, it is. That's like why more gay.
I
That's
wasn't
why.
aware of that.
That's why it was more in the gay community. So that's why it spread more there, and why people were like, oh, it's the gay disease, even though it's not really. But I mean, like, I think that's how it came across to me a little bit, and I think that's probably how it came across to other people. So
'Cause
I get where you were.
right.
I get where you were coming from now. The
I
more I
was
thought
there in
about
the
it.
80s, and we didn't think it was the gay disease. Like, nobody thought that.
Oh, I thought that's how some
I
people
mean, that's
thought
not
it.
true.
But anyway,
Our generation, my generation. Yeah, everybody older than. Well, I was your age. I was your age in the 80s, and everybody.
well, how old do you think I am?
Like, what? You're anything between 16 to 18, right? So
I'm 18. I'm 18.
There
You're not talking to a child. You're not talking to Victoria here. Don't worry.
Categorically, 19. Anyway, so the yeah, what we're talking about? But
we're talking about the gay disease. The gay
it was
disease.
everybody, like of your age group in the 80s did not think of it as the gay disease. We were like,
oh,
we were
sorry.
right.
I just thought everyone thought of it as like the gay disease because
No,
sorry, I'm interrupting you. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm as bad as you. I'm as talkative as you, man. I'll be quiet. You were saying
nothing. It just whatever. It's like it wasn't as universal as you think. Anyway, carry on. What's your point?
Okay. Oh no, that was just my point. That's what I was thinking when I put that. No, I would like to say though, I think all of this stuff about you being a nonce, it's not really true. I think that's all complete nonsense. Like I think I'll be honest with you. I think it's just them using it as kind of like an excuse to kind of get rid of you in a way because let's be honest, you are very outspoken and you are very provocative. And I think you being provocative is funny, in my opinion. I find it incredibly amusing.
I mean, look, the things I do shouldn't provoke anyone.
Well, no, they shouldn't. No, because you literally do them to provoke them, though.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my god!
It's them reacting. Them, and I'll be honest with you. This is what makes it even more amusing to me is like you literally say in your thumbnails and shit like, oh, this will get the nut. My doctor's mad, and then what fucking happens? They get mad, and then you get more subs. Then you get more subs. It's not fucking benefiting them. It's benefiting you, if anyone. Like your channel's on the up. You got like I remember like
they would take the bait. I genuinely didn't think they would do it.
The last time I was on your show, you had 1,000 less subscribers, and now after he's like tried to cancel you several times, you now have like another 1,000 subscribers. It's like ridiculous.
It's got nothing to do with him. You just stay and you keep doing the same thing. You keep working. You keep doing it, and you come out. That it's got nothing to do with him. If how well you're doing, it's all up to how. Just if you keep doing the job, if you keep doing it, your channel will grow. If you don't, your channel won't.
I would like to respond to this person in the comments who's saying this guy's doing some massive backpedaling. I am, but like I am allowed. I'm not going to deny I am backpedaling. But I mean, I'm allowed to be a weasel to his face. No, but like I will stand by it. I think that's how initially it will come across.
It's really impressive. Yeah, you're not being a weasel at all. You're showing some backbone. It's good.
Look, I think that's just how it came across. I'll be honest with you. I think that's why Ian thought that as well. Like that would be my guess. I think that's just how it comes across.
I explained it to him, but he won't back down.
But I mean, I'll be honest with you. You have to bear in mind a lot of people in this community, they suffer from like mental illnesses and shit. I'll be real with you, and a lot of them. I know that's like not a good excuse, but like they don't take no for an answer usually. When you have like a mental illness a little bit, you'll like be a bit more. You won't be able to listen to someone else's perspective. And I think that's why this whole community is so toxic in a way. And I don't mean you. I mean like people like Tom Vance. He's a bit fucking bad. I think. Yeah. Is this meme factory? Yes, it is.
Preview on this thumbnail. So this was the original version. When there was supposed to be this announcement today at like 4 o'clock, at 2 o'clock UK time, and there was nothing. Are they announcing Jody's leaving? And I had to have a regenerating version. So yeah, I was like, had to change your lines. Wait, there's still so much. There's still a council culture left to do. As he regenerates.
Well, you see.
So
his sources weren't right that time. His sources weren't right. My sources have never been proven wrong. I just find it funny. I don't mind if he puts that as source information. It doesn't bother me. It's just funny.
I'm pretty sure the Eddie guy's the sources, isn't he?
I don't fucking know. Like, I just find it funny. Like, they always go on about these fucking sources.
Yeah,
and then,
I
like,
don't know anything. People
it's
send
like
me stuff.
it's like
I say
such a
it.
small period. It's like there's like a 2% chance that they're going to get it right. It's just like nonsense.
Listen, that's literally what my videos are. My videos are me talking, going, "Well, that sounds like it's bullshit," and they're like, "Ah."
No, but I mean, the thing is, I think the Sun story was probably true. I'll be honest with you, it's probably true, but like, we're not going to know, I don't think, because Chibnall, he like says that he's trying to keep everything under wraps in a way. So I reckon we'll only know if it actually happened, if that makes any sort of sense to you, because I don't reckon they're going to announce it. I reckon they're just going to have like this surprise regeneration.
That'll be smart. Listen,
that's what I think that they'll do.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be smart. Yeah, absolutely. Fine. Listen, let me just deal with this one thing. As you hear, I want to take this off the list of things to do. Why toxic fans always lose? Why they always lose? Right? Anybody controlled by anger will be stupid, and they'll look for some reason to justify it. So once they don't like somebody, they must be the worst in every way humanly possible. Everything about them is evil. There's no moderation, and that is why they always lose. Like they come after me on nutball stuff. You want to say I'm gross? Fine. You want to say I'm sexist? Am I? Reasonably. I mean, I don't think.
I don't think you're sexist. I wouldn't go so far as to say you're sexist. I just think you're a very horny rabbi. I'm very horny.
I am. That's very true. That's very true. You would have thought it'll die down by the time I got to 50. No. I'm looking at Chase Marston there and going, oh, I go for a bit of that. But yeah, I am. That's absolutely true. Okay, so they always lose because they latch on to everything and they can't they have to say everything is evil. No. Like again, the nut guy, Tom, he's a funny guy. He is. He's a funny, and I think he's a charismatic guy.
Not as funny as you, Rabbi. Not as funny as you in the head. Not as funny as you in the head.
I don't know what his deal is. Like, he's very uptight about the trans people. He's like, but I mean,
I don't know. I feel like if you look at his Twitter feed, I think he suffers from insecurity a bit. So whatever he does, and you have to remember, he's a young bloke. He's like me.
He's like your age, I know.
Yeah, he's a young bloke. He's insecure, He's not sure of what he's doing. He's a bit green, as they say. I think he's probably a decent bloke in real life, I reckon. I reckon he just has
if he keeps this way, and then this is not a threat, but if he does this in real life, he's going to get himself on the wrong end of the kicking. He really is.
Yeah.
This is not a threat.
If he did this
don't do this in real life.
He wouldn't do it in real life. I think there's certain social circles in real life which are a bit similar to him. And I think they're a bit. I mean, you have to bear in mind, as people are saying in the comments, my age generation, they are very, very different in mentality to yours, and I'm sure yours were different to yours generation before. And for better or worse, it is what it is. I mean, it's like the social maxims are different, in a way. It's just a bit like depressing, I think, sometimes. Like when you get cancelled for saying Deborah Watling's hot, which, I mean, I'll be honest with you, she's a very attractive woman. I mean, I wouldn't have said no, but I mean, I don't think you should get cancelled for it.
I think the thing that will upset them was when I said, oh, look, she's always screaming, she's got post-traumatic stress disorder. I can totally use that, right? That is for me somewhat dark humor, but it makes me laugh, right? But it's clear. I just have.
You're clearly joking. I'll say that. You're very obviously joking when you say.
Yeah, I'm like I don't think I need to preface saying, oh, but I don't really want to rape children. I don't think I need to have that aspect to say.
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, just saying, it's kind of like it ruins the joke though if you say that as well. It ruins the joke because it's not funny. Like if you have to point out the meaning of a joke to someone, it's probably because it's not funny, or because they're just slow on the uptake. And I think A, they're slow on the uptake, and B, they're a bit I mean, I'll say this, a lot of them, they're young, they suffer from like mental discourses and whatever. I mean, it is what it is, really. I mean, I'm very impulsive, and I'm sure they're more impulsive than me.
Your entire generation needs to start getting laid desperately. Oh my god.
Rabbi, what makes you think I haven't gotten laid?
Oh, I don't know if you need like stable, like stable relationships involving sex. Okay, you just do. Oh,
mate, I have not had a stable relationship. I've not been in a relationship that's lasted longer than 6 weeks.
Okay, well, you're still young, but like it's time. It's good for you. It just is. It's good for you. You know, like look, it's counterintuitive. The more sucky it is, the better it is for you.
The more
like,
sucky
married,
it is,
and you can't do a bunch of stuff you used to be able to do, and it sucks, and it makes you a better person. Like you have kids, and you can't do a bunch of stuff you used to be able to do, and it sucks. It makes you a better person, and eventually, you kind of realize, I like being a better person. It takes a long time. It took me at least 15 years, maybe more, of not watching porn before I could see the advantages of not watching porn. I mean, literally 15 years.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've kind of been struggling with porn lately. Not like I got an addiction to it, but I just ever since I've started taking my antidepressants,
really?
Yeah, I take it. I'm a happy guy, but I'm a bit I'm a bit mental, I have to admit.
Right.
And yeah, I've just not been as horny anymore, you know.
Okay. Well,
I don't know why the fuck I'm telling you this. This is a bit of a random thing to tell a stranger, isn't it, on the internet?
It might be a good thing, I guess. I generally speaking, I trust doctors. I just find a doctor you trust, I guess. But
Doctor Who, I trust him or her, I should say.
Well, I wouldn't trust this one. She's so incompetent. I would
I'll put it like this: after that scene with Graham in the TARDIS, I don't think she'd be a good therapist for my problems.
Wouldn't she be awful? Right. What story should we look at first? Should we do Eric Roberts' Masters set coming out this month, or should we do Tom Rosenthal?
Tom Rosenthal, because I have an opinion on this. It's just not going to fucking happen.
I have no idea who he is.
He's it. You know, Friday Night Dinner. Have you watched that?
I've seen.
I'm shocked. It's somewhat about Jewish people a bit. It's somewhat about the Jewish community in a way.
Yeah. So yeah, every Friday night you have a family dinner, right? Friday night dinner. If you're like Orthodox, you don't use electricity, so you're offline. I mean, you don't directly use electricity, so you're offline. So you don't use the internet or anything for 25 hours. It's really good. It's really good. And then you have the big meal, family meal on the Friday night and Saturday lunch, like Sunday lunch. But yeah, Friday night dinner. Yeah, so even non-religious households still do it.
Oh yeah, no, but it's a good show. I'd recommend it. Honestly, it's good. But actually, PD Rich, you're right in the comments. Sorry, I just noticed that. But yeah, no, I feel like he's not going to be the next one. I have to admit, let's be honest. The BBC are not going to cast a white, as they put it, cis male in the role. It's just not going to happen.
Turnaround coming.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be one.
And I'll be honest with you, the ratings are not as good as they were during the Tennant years, but I mean they're not bad enough for them to completely backpedal.
Well, you know, the Dalek story did well, saved their ass, right? I thought the Dalek story was going to get 3.5. That
was a good episode. That was a good episode, I thought.
It was a good episode apart from Jodie.
I have to admit.
Firstly, why can't she needed Captain Jack to break her out? Why is this doctor such a?
I think she's not very good at the acting in that role. I think she's not right for it.
The characterization, she needed Captain Jack to break her out. She couldn't break out herself. She needed her plan for the Daleks was okay. This is what they should have done. It's so annoying. Her plan was that she was going to call real Daleks to blow up the human Daleks, whatever, right? That was her, and the dangerous Daleks is to get rid of these. And the dangerous Daleks are supposed to be more of a threat. It's a stupid plan. What should have happened was that she's got okay, I have an idea how we can get rid of these Daleks, and then as she's about to enact the plan, the real Daleks show up, amping up the tension and the threat level, and now she's actually a hero when she overcomes it, rather than just being a lucky doofus. And that the whole thing of tricking them into the TARDIS and she's just so freaking awful. Oh my god! And they write her terribly, but other than her. The episode wasn't bad. Yaz was a bit annoying, but I can live with it.
I don't mind Yaz actually. I think she's the least bad actress out of the leads. I don't rate Bradley Walsh that high either. I have to admit. I know everyone rates him, but I'm not a big fan.
Human being. Tosin Cole is I need a job. As is what's
he's quite stiff. I find he's quite stiff. Tosin Cole. Tosin Cole's a bit stiff.
I want to see what he's like in that new show, that HBO show. Like, I want to know if it's like, is he really that? I mean, I reckon he was just written and told to be like a non-entity, right?
Well,
I reckon that's because one of the many racist things they have in entertainment now. You can't be a masculine black man, right? You have to be an effeminate black man, right? It's just they've always got to be cupped in some way, right?
Well, I don't even know if I call him effeminate. I just don't think he's very charismatic, like as an actor. I think that's a lot of it. Like a good actor can win you around with a part, even if it's bad.
For example.
I don't know if he's good.
What's the name? What was good? Is good casting? What's the name of the new guy?
John Bishop.
Yeah,
John Bishop.
Yeah, I think like anybody who can like interact with people and charm people, which is what a stand-up comedian needs to be able to do, has that element that this TARDIS really needs.
They should have gotten Lee Mack. They should have gotten Lee Mack. They should have gotten Lee Mack for the companion. I love Lee Mack.
Like, I feel bad because like Jodie and Chibs, they're just. I would have been up for this. I would have been up for this. There's 100 ways they could have done it better. It's really bad. It's like it's just she's miscast and she's badly written. It's just I felt like I don't know. I was like it'll be fun having a doctor explore being feminine for the first time in like thousands of years. Yeah, but no, this is like she's just a doofus.
I'll give her this. I prefer her to Colin. I prefer her to Colin Baker. I give her that.
Oh, I don't. Oh, 100%.
Don't you? Oh, fair enough. No,
you watch I guess. Story, Terror of the Vervoids, right? Terror of the Vervoids is freaking awful. Absolutely awful. He is head and shoulders about everything. He plays it like he actually means it. Jodie can't do that. I've never seen her convincing.
I thought she was quite good in The Timeless Children. I'll give her that one. I thought her acting in that one was quite good. It was better than in the others. It was better than the others.
Listen.
Witchfinders as well. I quite like the Witchfinders.
Oh, she was awful. I thought she was really bad. Like I didn't.
Oh
like,
no.
Brownie acting. I just think she was terrible.
Well, the thing is, right?
What?
The thing is, right? I like some of the episodes. I think some of them are a bit terrible. Orphan 55, awful. What's the other one? Battle of Ranskor Avkolos. Boring as fuck. What else? The Sarang Conundrum. There's a couple of others.
It's nothing.
Terrible. But there's some I actually like. There's some I actually like. I liked Can You Hear Me? I liked Can You Hear Me?
And I liked. Okay, he was good. He was good.
No, I genuinely liked that one. I liked that one.
Like he was okay until he started stuffing your finger in your ear. Like what the? What's up with that?
That was good though because it was weird. It was weird and I liked it. It was like David Lynch weird.
No, it wasn't David Lynch weird. It was just weird. It was like that's not a sexual assault. That's just you need help. I feel bad for you. It's weird.
Come on, it was entertaining.
It's just a bad idea. It was one of the many bad Chibnall ideas. He is just an arsehole. I mean, listen, I hear he's very nice in real life. Like, I know somebody actually knows him firsthand, and he told me he's one of the nicest people ever. But he's just...
He's paying him. It was a BBC show. He paid him off to say that.
No, this guy, listen, this guy really sounded like he meant it, right? Absolutely sounded.
Okay, fair enough. If he's probably a decent. The thing is, right? A lot of people, I think, I like to believe the good in people. I think a lot of people are decent behind the scenes. Like you see me on Twitter, I'm a dickhead. I'm a complete troll. But now you met me, I'm slightly less of a dickhead. I'm still a dickhead, but like a bit less.
Oh, but now you're a human being, okay? Listen,
exactly. Yeah.
It's okay to be a dick, but it's like, oh my god, the whole like not my dog. They're racists. I mean, they are. They're fascists.
Oh, didn't Tom Vance say something? Didn't Tom Vance say something like he said? Didn't he say like white boys or something like? I can't fucking remember.
Who did?
Or he said Tom Vance. He said like white. I can't remember, but this is why his first Twitter got taken down because he said something about like white boys or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. I remember like Problem being like took him back down for it or some shit. I can't remember.
Wow. I honestly don't know. Do not know.
No, I don't fucking know. I mean, the thing is, right?
I'm not a big Twitter guy. Man, I haven't got to the chat. Jeez, I can't believe it.
Get to the chat. You're fucking slow today, Rabbi.
Oh, man.
You're getting old and you're getting senile.
I've lost the first 25 minutes. I'm really sorry, everybody. Okay.
No, I'll be honest. I should apologize. I was waffling. I was completely waffling.
Sorry. So let me say hello. Go24, how you doing? PD Rich, how you doing? Stuart Bowles, how are you? All the gear, no idea. Memory 3, is that you?
Yeah, that was me, yeah.
Fine.
I'm a memory.
You were the first person. How you doing? Nobody likes Twitter. Yeah, it's awful. It's just awful. Oh man, I want to actually talk to people now. I see people look like, okay, PD Richards here. There we go. We got disaster area, garbage. Len looks back. Oh, let's see what you are. I think the current breed of fans just love this. Yeah, I mean, listen, we always used to fight, right? But we could always have a drink at the bar. It's like we didn't think each other was evil. It's exhausting. Darren M, how you doing? Don Smith, how we are? God bless you during Purim. Man, Purim. I got so blasted. I fell asleep by 3:30 in the afternoon, right? After a bottle of tequila. And I woke up at 2 in the morning. And by that time, the Sabbath had started. Right? I was like in a different universe. It was so weird. Sanctuary of the Geeks, how you doing? By the way, thank you for reaching out to me on Twitter. I'm assuming you're the same person. Brave and Twitter pussy is a real glad fine. I must be going on to the thing there. Having Mickey's finger on delete during delete is just a horrible thought. I don't know what that's talking about. Oh, delete. I was talking. Must be the Disney controlling everything. Can we all just get along? The thing is that stops me watching. It's a sin's very good, by the way. Says Matthew Bowers. Is Wire is just into disco and furry cow. It's surely is an offensive. No, it's so honest. It's so Matthew Bowers. It's so honest. That's why it's very good. It's one of his best things. I think his best thing is A Very British Scandal. What do you think there? You still here?
Oh, me? What do I think of A Very English Scandal? Oh, I loved it. I love Hugh Grant.
What do you think of like It's a Sin? Like where do you rate that in Rusty Davis' stuff?
Oh, I've not watched It's a Sin.
Oh, it's so good. It's really good.
I've not watched it.
Why not?
You know, I mean, well, I'm bad with TV. Like, the problem is for me, I like watch one episode and then I forget to watch the rest. Generally, that's what happens. So I'm just gonna stick to movies most of the time. You know, that's kind of what I do. I'm a bit AD.
Oh, you're in a different universe, mate. Don Smith talking about how a lot of promiscuity, and there was a ton of that in the hetero community. More or less, you have X amount of partners. Exactly. That's nonsense. Says Sadaka 24. But yeah, no, exactly. I really want to see it, but I cannot see the music as I did not. What's this guy? I really wanted to see it, but I cannot relate to the music. I did not work, and I did film extra work as Queer as Folk. Blimey. So yeah, but that's the 80s. I love the 80s. What's wrong with you?
Actually, you can't relate to the music. What the? How come that's a reason not to watch it? Nah, that's bad. You should watch it, whether you like the music or not.
Well, no. Listen, I always skip the titles on Enterprise if I watch it on Netflix. That is such a cock block. I tell you, that is such a kill thing when you when the Enterprise theme tune comes on. It's awful. It's just awful. They should do an Enterprise movie like for Paramount Plus. Howdy, I'm checking in at work. Hope all is well with everybody. PD Rich, what's up at TARDIS time? TARDIS time, how you doing? I haven't said hello to you yet. Darren M, I think I said hello to you. TARDIS is right there. It's his memory. It is. I had his tweet on, and we talked about it. Angry Jody Bear. Yes, we love Angry Jody Bear.
Oh, sorry guys. I know you all hate me in the chat, but it's okay. I love you all.
Listen. Okay. Why don't wind everybody up? Okay, just why?
Well, the thing is, right?
Better, right?
I don't mind. Have I been winding you up on here, Rabbi? I'm not.
You're
winding
not winding me
up,
but you've wound all them up. You're saying, you know?
Oh no, I feel like they disliked me because of what I said on the tweet. I think they're a bit annoyed with me still.
Well, that's reasonable.
Yeah, okay, fine. You win.
Yeah, and you gave it wrong, disingenuous. Yeah, that's reasonable. What calls
Okay,
out?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'll cry. I'll cry myself to sleep tonight.
Listen, if he's being honest, everybody give him a pass. That's what I say. It's like it's not worth holding on to resentment with people. It really isn't.
Oh yeah, actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
You know, the what is it called again? The fucking the Adric thing. I have a question. What actually happened there? What actually happened? I don't even remember what that was. All I know is that something you said about Adric. I'm actually curious.
It was that it was after the Victoria thing. It's like I was going through the other companions who I will get in trouble with. Right, and I kept planning on getting in trouble with the Adric, who wouldn't be able to resist giving me a blowjob. I would have to be batting him off. No, off Adric, no.
Jesus Christ, it's quite funny though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get why they took that one so seriously as well.
Well, if you watch, what's the name? Not Warriors Gate. What's the vampire one called? State of Decay. Right?
State of Decay.
Yeah, Adric's second story. Adric is clearly John Nathan Turner's masturbatory fantasy.
Probably.
Yeah,
I believe so that.
Clear. He's like the precocious little boy thing. Yeah, it's so it's so weird gay wank material.
And you know a lot about gay wank material.
It's so obvious. Very
no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm telling you, especially that first episode, he's like,
I've not watched it in years. I've not watched it in years, I have to admit. I watched it
when it came out on Blu-ray, right? It is so clear. It's so clear that JNT is having a quick 5-knuckle shuffle, thinking up Adric, right?
JNT, he probably did a bit more than that based on what I've heard about him.
Oh, yeah.
Probably did a bit more with him.
He was with was that Anthony Ainley? I understood Matthew Waterhouse.
Wait, what? Wait. Matthew Waterhouse had sex with Anthony Ainley?
Apparently
Did
so.
you just say that?
I think so.
What? Wait, can someone in the chat actually say if that's true? That's mad. I've never heard that before. That's hilarious to me. If it's...
in the 2000s, we talked about it.
What?
It came out after he died. Yeah, that he was some. No, but apparently everybody knew because it was the afterwards. As Matthew Waterhouse said in an interview. That's it. He said in an interview that afterwards, Anthony Ainley, he was amazed that people knew that we were sleeping with each other. He's like, what? I believe that it was in an interview. I'm sure around that time.
Bro, I'm looking this up right now. Anthony Ainley gay Matthew Waterhouse. Okay, let me get this up.
My eyebrows.
I'll tell you if I find anything. Okay. You keep on waffling.
Well, I'll think you were saying over the chat then. Ethan Buckham, how you doing? I got to scroll slowly. How can you be talking to me and in the chat at the same time? You got to focus. Time. May I ask you a question? Nothing controversial. Let's see what I'm going to find this question. Go ahead, ask the question. We want to hear it. PMA, positive mental attitude. To be honest, I cannot wait for the strip joint to open. Yeah, boy. Yeah. I've never been to a strip joint, right? I've never been to. That's one of my regrets. I became religious before I went to a strip joint. I've never had black pudding, and I've never been to a strip joint. I've had bacon. That's freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. The problem with Boris Johnson is he's got Tony bonkers and authority in the direction. Well, I think everyone's a bit confused what to do in the world post-Trump. They're like, what? He was really a linchpin holding things together. Now it's spinning into insanity, right? It's insane. Don Smith says, every one of these cultural minority types are loud and passive-aggressive over. I agree with you. Okay, that's why I think, if you all meet up and this is what we did in the 80s. We met up and we interacted with each other. Then we started dating. Then we started having sex. And then we kind of were happier, right? We were stable. I think that's what you're missing in life. I really, really do. You guys, your whole generation just needs to date.
What about me?
Yeah, your whole generation. When I was your age, we would be dating people. and then we will have physical contact, right? And we will empathize. Empathy wasn't like an esoteric thing you use as a weapon on Facebook. Empathy was something you had for human beings because you interacted with them personally, right? It's crazy.
True. I mean, I have to admit, I mean, you know, what was that article you read ages ago about like the personality type? There's probably an element of truth to that, really. I can't remember.
Social media has been not good for you guys. Social media and unlimited porn is not good things for society. You know, I have this idea that the internet will become so dense, it'll become sentient, and then it'll just be it'll be made up so much of porn. It'll be just be a disgusting human being. It's psyche.
Well, you never know. I mean, Tom Vance, that might be his thing. He might like just love the porn. You never know. That might be what this all is.
I don't know.
No, I'm kidding. I shouldn't say that. You might cancel me for that.
Whatever you're into, as long as everything's consensual, whatever you're into.
As long as it's not hurting anyone. As long as it's not hurting anyone, that's all I can say.
I'd like to hope not. Although, you know, I've never really understood the what's the word in English? Okay, there's a thing called cheshbon, right? Cheshbon is when you add up the pluses and minuses. I guess adding the pluses and minuses of somebody who dies from autoerotic asphyxia, right?
Oh, like Matthew McConaughey's dad.
Oh, really? Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh,
did, yeah.
And you know they find you in a horrible way. It's so embarrassing. But how good could that come? And listen, I've come many times. I've enjoyed them all. Every single
Rabbi.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about that.
I haven't had a bad orgasm. They've all been fantastic, right? All wonderful, right? How do you make it better? Like, really? Leave it alone. That's good enough. You don't need a gallows. If you need a gallows, get off. You need to calm down. You shouldn't be doing that in life. That's weird. Absolutely weird. The other thing that's weird is the thing that celebrities did in Hollywood. They were all Me Too'd with was masturbating in front of people. Like,
well, that is a bit. Well, I mean, I can't lie. I mean, if you suddenly meet someone and then you just start jerking off in front of them, I mean, that is a bit weird, isn't it? Like, you're Louis C.K. You're Louis C.K. Some woman comes in your room. Hi. I'm just gonna come in front of you. That's a bit weird. It's weird.
I don't understand. Like what? Like, how does that turn you on? Right? That's weird. Like, how does that?
Voyeurism is what it's called, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Leave me alone. I'm married. I'll have sex with my wife whenever, that she lets the drawbridge down. Okay, that's basically the plan. I don't really need much more than that. You know, I'm quite happy. That's how we should be. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. You shouldn't be looking like somebody who will strangle you while he's putting a fist up your ass. That's weird. That means things are out of control.
That's what Louis C.K. looks like, though. He looks like a creep.
Hell yeah. Listen, if you wake up and if you're naked and in an unfurnished apartment in Morocco and your car keys are in your ass, you know things are out of control. Okay, that's a wake-up call. That is a wake-up call. Okay, everybody, we got to know. I guess I must say he is pro or not pro chest hair on males. Ooh, all females like chest hair on men. Really? That's interesting.
I don't know if that's true. That's true.
I don't know, because I was going to do my male gaze card. Eastland, let me know who you want the male gaze card to be about, right? You get the bloke one. Just let me know who you want. I was going to do a rippling Captain Kirk, with the shirt off. What you let me know what you want, you get to choose. Attack you off DeviantArt? Oh no, that's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, the lack of being able to coexist in your work is fantastic. Got Twitter because it sucks being. It does. I use it as networking. Twitter is freaking awful. Jonathan Cox is
twat.
Yeah,
is that what we're calling it now?
That's what I call it. That's what I call it.
Well, I have to admit, I know quite a lot of your friends like to use it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely use it.
It's quite funny. It's quite funny.
Oh yeah, you're getting flack in the chat. I'm catching up.
Hey,
now.
wait. What's this guy saying in the comments? Is this memery? He comes across as a creepy little loudmouth stalker on Twitter with his dozen or more troll accounts, but here he sounds like he wouldn't say boo to a goose. Do I sound like I wouldn't say boo to a goose?
You sound pretty placid. Okay, in all fairness,
I don't know.
pretty placid.
It's probably. I mean, I'm a pretty laid back kind of guy. I'm a pretty IRL. In real life, I'm a pretty laid back guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't life better like this? Just Twitter.
It is. I just find it funny sometimes. I know it's so
much better. And here's the thing: most of us agree on enough stuff. We can all live like this, right? I get that guy, the Eddie guy. Like he doesn't like that I like Trump and that I believe in God and all the stuff. I think he doesn't like any of that stuff, right? And it really upsets him. And I think he very much believes in Jeremy Corbyn. I don't know if he's a big. I know I might be wrong, but I think we have like very different political views. But I think I'm fine to live with him. I don't think he's fine with me. I'm
not a big fan of Eddie. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I see him, he always kind of like he's very easy to like block people and whatever. I'm
fine. Let him live and be well. Let him just go. Leave me alone. Right? I can live without. It's just like don't need to obsess about me. It's over. All right. Just like whew. Sometimes limited boundaries are good things. Exactly. It says Don Smith. I have an idea of doing a Superman story where it's going to be instead of him coming from it'll be a knockoff Superman, but instead of him coming from another planet, it'll come from a parallel dimension. But I would like that dimension destroyed by a supervillain has this idea of destroying the boundaries between things that ultimately destroys reality. Right, so that's which is what I see going on here to a great extent. So yeah, I would like that as like a super weapon that Superman escapes from as a baby.
Oh, actually, I have an idea. For the male gays cards. Do one of you. Get him to do one of you.
No.
That'd be too funny. Come on.
Actually, I'm thinking about it. That's actually not a bad idea.
That's quite a good idea. You have to give me half the proceeds now. No, I'm just kidding.
Leave me alone. I'll think about it. It depends on how
good one, actually.
It depends how well the campaign does, right? Maybe I should do that for the haters. I have me naked on the cover.
With Victoria. Yes. That wasn't so bad.
I think of what the caption will be. Like, you're
young and you're vulnerable.
Well, she's
young enough for me. You're young enough for me. You should say that.
I think something like more like, "Oh, Rabbi, it's so big and hard." Something more like that. I think that would bring them. It's like an iron bar. Something along those lines.
They're saying you should do one of me in the comments. They say do an unfunny child card.
I don't know.
I know about that.
It just jumps. I got to go back now. I mean, I've really.
It's always jumping. You've got so many fans now. Like there was only like.
Well, yeah. Listen, I'm very grateful. It's doing well. Look, the stream's at about 40, 50 right now. That's pretty good. It used to be at like 20, 30. It grows over time. It grows.
Yeah, you've got a lot of subscribers now.
More people hang out. More people like it. It's just the way it is. But more people have a rough idea what's going on. True story. My friend Robert Schneck, I know Robert Schneck actually, who wrote the book Bye Bye Ma'am movie was based on. Yeah, I'll highlight your thing. Was based on, has a whole presentation dedicated to the order of fixation in recent history, last 100, 200 years. Okay, that's interesting.
Bruh. I mean, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
What?
A whole presentation on it. That's very bizarre. Like this famous author.
To hear the presentation. Adrian Paul is a good one. How about we do a Highlander one with both? We'll do Christoph Lambert and Adrian Paul together. Shirts off, chest bearing. There can be only one. Is of course the headline, the name of the card. Let me know what you think. I'm at 9:20, which means I'm at 3 minutes behind. I'm doing pretty good.
Wait, how long does this 3 minutes go on for?
You do. You are. Twitter only represents 330 million people in the world's population. It's not that thing. Twitter is a false reality. But listen, I have to tell you, the apocalypse. This is embarrassing, right? When the apocalypse comes, it's going to be apocalypse by social media. That's a really embarrassing way for, like, at least the Roman Empire fell against the Visigoths. We're going to go down by Twitter. And you think I'm joking? That's actually what's going to happen.
I don't know if I take it seriously. I don't know if I do. I don't know if I believe it. You know, I mean, it could happen, but it might not. You never know. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of toxic people on there.
I keep transposing L and B. Sorry, thanks. You're awesome. I don't know what L and B is. Keep transposing L and B. I don't know. I'm bad at that. Okay. I would say get on Twitter and nuke my Twitter. You're 100% right. Hate it. Hate it.
Should I delete my Twitter?
How many Twitter accounts do you have?
Oh, I've only got 4. And one of them me and my friend made as a joke the other day. Dr. Nigel Couch, PhD. It's like christened after a man we know.
How you doing? What's it? Ron Ring here, as is Rossum 3838. Have I called up? I think I might have called up with the chat. Bad Wolf, I think I said hello to you. I think so. Listen, I'm an hour and a half.
Bad Wolf.
I've just called up with the chat. That's not like I haven't been dragging my feet today. Professor Expedition is here. I haven't called up with the chat, and probably being an hour seeing where you arrived. How you doing? I think I called up with the chat. Have I called up with the chat? Okay. I think I'm called up. Fine. Let's look at this article.
Hello, the problem being. Hello, problem being. I love you, man.
Okay, he's being good. He's being good. Listen. I just think this is a good idea for us to like be civil with each other. It's a good.
We are. Well, I'm civil with you on here for sure. Definitely. Like
100%. That's why.
Yeah, we've had a bit of banter. You know.
Yeah, listen, we okay, we talk. Okay, listen. Doctor Who Jodie Whittaker will reportedly step away from the TARDIS later this I think year. They missed that word when her 3rd season as a Time Lord comes to an end. Soon, speedily in our days, may you send us relief. Jodie Whittaker's rumored to leave the TARDIS after her 3rd season. Yay! Unfortunately, she's not taking treatment with her. Doctor Who, after becoming the first female Time Lord, played by the stunning and brave Jodie Whittaker. Fans of the iconic BBC series have left the show in droves, and the few that are left are somewhat strange. And they are desperate to know who. No, we're not. Who? Most people don't care who replaces her. Several names have been thrown into the mix. I really don't care who replaces her. It could be a tub of lard. It could be an orange. It doesn't matter.
It could be the Memery Factory.
What? It could be. I don't care. Actually, I would feel bad for you. I would feel bad for you because I know you. But I would much rather I don't know, anybody. Like it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I don't think of it as Doctor Who. I really don't. I've re-edited Twice Upon a Time. So when he regenerates into was it Hartnell?
I thought you were going to say Chris Marshall.
Regenerate into a Hartnell, just so until Doctor Who eventually comes back, and now I feel like I have a closed capsule of it. You know, it's like
so it's on loop. It's literally on loop.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I didn't like that episode. I'm not going to lie. I wish it just ended with it.
I really did. I thought.
I wish it just ended with a Dr. Falls because I love that one. So good.
Which one?
Good one? Dr. Falls. Love it. I actually really like that. It's so good.
Dr. Falls. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful story. 100%. That should have been his last one. Stars. I wish there was stars. Yeah, listen. Wonderful line.
Great line. Yeah, and also that monologue, the kindness monologue. Great.
It's wonderful. It was a great story. It should have been his last one. I agree with you completely. And Twice Upon a Time was totally tacked on. I'm glad it was. I really liked it. I really, really enjoyed it. So, yeah. Anyway, Jodie is leaving with Jodie, former Dr. David Tennant, Friday night dinners. Tom Rosenthal, okay, discussing the potential replacement of Jodie Whittaker. One fan compared the plebs actor to Tom Baker's iconic stint. I can hear that. I've only seen. I can think of him a little bit on a Reddit forum. This is a Reddit. Oh my god. This is what this article is based on, a Reddit post.
They're really grasping at straws. They're getting worse than you, Rabbi. They're getting worse than you.
Oh, this is bollocks. They should lick my balls.
It's not happening.
They should lick my balls. That's what I'm just saying.
Hang on. I'll say this. If we come up with a rumor right now on your next live stream, they will probably put it in the Express, or We Got This Covered, or one of the two.
Listen, I accidentally did come up with a rumor. What was that?
Wasn't it the Sunflower one or something?
No, the rumor was I'm mused that they may drop the police box because it's like it's not friendly anymore, because it's there's evil police. So I'm like, maybe they'll just change the name to Peace the Public or something. Whatever, doesn't matter. They'll just make some kind of thing about it. And then the rumor is they're changing it to a camper van, but who knows? Who knows? On Reddit for one, Pam posted, I have a feeling that 14th Doctor will turn out to be Tom Rosenthal because he has appeared in Broadchurch with David Tennant. Well, there you go. But it's got to be. It's like they think of somebody, less male and white, and then you might be. Yeah, who else was in Broadchurch? I guess.
Olivia Colman.
She was on the. What's the name that he worked on? So I can't believe he's had such a career, and he's so bad at this.
Well, I'll give him this. He occasionally does give us a good episode. Like Spyfall, that was okay. That's quite good.
No, it wasn't.
42, that was quite good. 42 was quite good.
What was it? There was one big problem with Spyfall. What was it?
What was the problem with Spyfall? The second part wasn't as good. Second part wasn't as good.
No, there's a problem with part one. A big problem with part one. Maybe part one.
Let me guess. Okay. Oh, was it that fucking scene with Stephen Fry where they're like, they thought it was a woman, and then he's like, I've had an upgrade. Is it that? Is that what you were going to say?
No. It was less than that.
Go on, go for it then. I can't.
It was Jodie Whittaker. She's just awful. I'm telling you, she's just awful. See, here's the thing. I wasn't sure if she was shit or not in season 11 because the episodes were so bad. The hair was so
series 12, they're good.
Season 12, they actually wrapped up the the villains and things happen, right? The series, and she was
and also,
being utterly useless. Oh god, she's
and
I
know people moan about timeless children, right? But to me, it was never that big of a deal. Like, it's just like canon always fucking changes. It's just like it's not going to be.
I kind of do agree with you to a certain extent. I just thought this is a really shit change. Like when they did it,
it's not going to last.
Arrow, it's more interesting. They've done this kind of thing before, and it's worked better. This is just kind of ham-fisted and done for. Like, but the actual changing canon and adding new things, like, yeah, fine. Yeah, as long as it's good. That's the bottom line. Is it good? And if it's not good, it's not good.
The thing is, right, it was just kind of like, we've not seen the end of it yet, so it might end up being okay. But like,
my guess is the original plan anyway was to make the Doctor less male and white. That was it.
I don't know if I believe like the whole white replacement shit, but like,
I do. I totally do.
I don't really agree with it. I don't really agree with it.
Into bloody scripts, it's disgusting.
Well, the thing is, right, I find it like a bit. It's a bit awkward. Like, he gets all of these new actors for the part. He flashes through them, and they're all of minority groups. So then Chris Chibnall can say, "We have had a minority of every incarnation." Yeah, but the thing is, right, it's in a way that's just kind of exploitative to me. In a way, it's just kind of exploiting them minority groups.
Of course,
like,
it's called tokenism. It's bad.
It's kind of like bothersome.
Yes.
And they're not actually characterized. They're just like there for a shot, so that you can then say, "I've got diversity." It's like, it's not like, to me, it's just a bit grotesque in a way.
Did anybody mind or find shocking or interesting or anything in any way that Mickey was black and Rose white? Nobody even noticed.
No one commented about Captain Jack. No one commented really about Captain Jack.
And like that, and that's how far we've rolled back.
Although I think the problem is there are some people in the fandom who I think, I'm not talking about you here, by the way, but I think there are some people who I think are genuinely a bit dodgy. Like, whenever they just say, "Oh, it's a diversity hire," That's not what all of them are. Like, some of them are genuinely good actors. Joe Martin, great actor.
No, I agree. Listen, right? I agree with you. See, this is why I'm always wary with Big Finish, because they keep talking about diversity hires and then they keep putting out garbage. So I'm like, really?
I don't listen to them. Like, I just can't be bothered. There's too much content. There's too much content for me.
Yeah, no. This is what they should do. They should have a subscription service for like $2.99 a month. You get access to 50 titles, and those 50 title changes each month, and then you can dip in, dip out.
I quite like that plan actually. That'd be good, I reckon, if they did that.
Yeah, and you rotate it. Like they got tons of, and you can have like Judge Dredd. You can have all things they don't have anymore.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like I think there's too much stuff that they have on there. Like no one's gonna fucking buy it at this point.
No, they need to repackage everything into box sets, right? They need to package everything into seasons, box sets. They need to make it manageable. It just isn't. That's really the problem. Yeah, listen, I'm not reading this Reddit after. Let's look at Big Finish. It's like, get at me. Oh, leave me alone. Let's see what's coming out this month. You know what? I'm going to plug Space 99 again because that was freaking awesome. That was absolutely awesome. I've really enjoyed it. Listen, let's get trailers down here. Do we have a video trailer? Let's have a look. Video. Oh, okay. Volume 1. Yeah, this is so. Let me turn the sound up. Make sure I got it. Okay.
I'll mute myself if that's helpful.
That's fine. I'll just do this. Yeah, let me turn the sound on there. That would help. Oh, so this is the next day. Their pilot episode was very good. Come on. I tell you, this is very good, isn't it?
It's quite well directed.
I mean, it's all CGI, obviously.
Yeah, of course, but it's like it looks good, to be fair.
This is clever because it's riffing on one of the episodes they recreated. Yes. Down. It's awesome. Yeah, this is really what it's like. It's really like this.
It's just when they put the people in, it looks a bit corny.
For how they're doing it's fine. I'm really up for this though. This is a great trailer. I love it. Have you ever seen Space 1999?
I haven't. I told you I don't watch TV, man. I don't watch TV.
Mate? Oh, mate. This is just that is just like the titles of Space 1999. Yeah,
I probably should check it out because I do like that older sort of sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, it's actually the production values are pretty good, right? They're pretty solid. Let's see what about. So you got 3 stories in this. The way they're doing it is really clever. In fact, this is better than the televised version, I would say, in that they thought it through a lot more, and it makes a lot more sense. And they go back to the initial concept. And there's not much. So this one, it turns out it's a semi-sequel. And they mentioned this in the first one, the pilot, which is also very good. It's like kind of a semi-sequel to UFO, as they mention like aliens that they describe as the UFO aliens. They mention them again here. Have you ever seen UFO?
Oh no, I have to admit, you asked me if I've seen any of these. I probably haven't. I'll be honest with you.
Was a bit cheaper. UFO was like was that the first Jerry Anderson show they did in live action? I think it was, right? I think it was. It was a little bit cheaper. It was a little bit cheesier. The spaceships weren't as good. It was more juvenile, right? But Space 1999, freaking awesome. That was the spaceships are just awesome. The Eagle and the design was good. You had Martin Landau and Barbara Bain, who just came off Mission Impossible, starring it. Barbara Bain had like no facial movement whatsoever through the entire run. Fine. So listen, the way they're doing this, they're taking the initial premise and then they're kind of just rewriting it, and they do some original stories and some recreations of the original series stories. So what's happened? The premise in the original series, the premise was there was a nuclear waste dump that blew up, right? For another male gaze card, the purple head females from UFO. You are right, the skydivers.
No, you have to do you as the card. You're the Rabbi card for the female gaze. For the female gaze.
I think people would. Have you ever seen UFO skydivers? They were hot. now, yeah. Let me
how old were they? You have to be careful nowadays. How old were they?
I believe. Listen, Weren't they? They were real people. Was this? No, weren't skydivers. What are they called again? Angels? Oh, what the? Oh. I've got UFO women. Jerry Anderson. Oh, bloody! I thought they called skydivers. No, that was the name of the ship. Okay, what these? Okay, this is a. You're making a very good point. Here, 1 second. I got to grab these pictures for you because just trying to make your life better. Where is it? Over here.
We're asking in the chat. Did they show chest hair? Did they do a Tom Vance?
Oh, God, I would rather not know. Quite frankly, I think most of us would be happy. And that's the chest.
I can't lie. I don't get why he kept on putting like his chest hair in his like selfies.
I don't pay that much attention. I really don't.
Oh no. Tom Vance. No, I remember like he was like saying "wog guys" on his Twitter, and he like showed a picture of chest hair. It's quite funny. Like, I mean, fair enough. Like, chest hair is what it is.
I'm sure he's very proud of himself. Here, okay, this is who we're talking about. Okay, yeah. I think this might have to happen. We'll do a skimpier outfit. We'll do a skimpier outfit. But yeah, this will be one of the higher number cards. But yeah, I do think. Okay, this is basically what it is. We'll just trim the outfit a little bit so there's like one band of this material going around. Like, maybe, yeah, we have the other. I don't want to do full boobage. I'm not into that. But like, just a little band.
Well, one of them has full boobage.
What?
One of yours has pretty much that.
No,
I swear. Well, nearly. Well, not full, but like half. You see half a nipple, don't you?
Oh, it's Judge Anderson. Well, you know.
Yeah.
like the half nipple's fine. Full boobage, no. By the way, you should know. If ever you're given boob access to one boob, it's very rare. It's only confined to one boob. You're normally given access to both at the same time.
Oh, I know. I mean, I'm not speaking from I am speaking from experience, but
just let you know. Fine. Space Ideal 99. But back to this. So anyway, so what they do, they nuclear waste dump blew up on the moon, right? And they got forced into orbit away from the Earth, effectively destroying the Earth, and they fly through space. Right, and they meet weird aliens and stuff. And they have these cool spaceships, but they're Moon Base Alpha, right? And it was those Barbara Bain and Martin Landau. So that's basically the premise. What happened here? They took a lot of stuff from the pilot that they forgot about, and they incorporated it into the plot. There was this experimental ship that's taking off, and there was this beam from this planet called Meta. And the two things collided, and there was a nuclear waste bomb and a waste explosion, and it caused a wormhole to open up that sent them into a different part of space, and they're just floating. So, like, their basic premise is better than the TV show. So that's basically where where we are, where this set opens up. So the first story is called. I'll just read the blurb. The moon has been sucked through a wormhole in space and has arrived countless miles away, like billions of miles away from its proper place. The crew of Moonbase Alpha can only guess at the resultant devastation left behind on Earth. Yeah, so Earth's really been destroyed. They must decide how best they can survive. Some Alphans find it difficult to let go of the notion of returning to Earth. Yeah, that's Simmons, the most annoying character in it. That they made him purposely annoying. He's leaving a next box set, thank God. Alphans are facing the reality that they must find another home to ensure the survival of the human race. They can't survive on Alpha indefinitely. Fine, that's the premise. First episode, The Siren Call. Good episode. The people of Moonbase Alpha are recovering from the shock of their base and their moon having been blasted through a wormhole in space. It's basically when they had the first episode, they were blasted into space and lots of people killed and everything happened, and then they kind of forgot about it by the second episode. You know, they're like, everybody. As far as I recall, but yeah, that's basically what happened. But
Rabbi, in the chat, they thought I was Problem Being.
Why? Problem Being's right here.
Yeah, but they thought I was him before he came on. Do I sound similar to Problem Being? I don't know how to take that.
You know, listen, Time Prophet. I like Blake 7 season 4. Just let you know now. That's the way it is, mate. I'm one of the guys. Emmett Sneak Boy, how you doing? Sapphire Still, freaking awesome. That's another show. Trouble with Sapphire Still, right? If you rewatch it, yes, awesome. It really is good. It was made to be watched in 20-minute episodes a week, right? Because a lot of it's recap. There's a good, like, I would say 20% of it's recap from the previous week. And it's like, that's a lot. So it's when you watch them back to back, it's really hard. They should do a movie length one. But have you ever heard of Sapphire and Steel?
I have heard of Sapphire and Steel. Isn't there someone well known in it? Who's in it again?
David McCallum and Joanna Lumley.
Oh yeah, that's why I would have heard of it. There you go.
It's Big Finish to Saffron Cells. It was pretty good, but they're really creepy stories. They were mostly very, very good. Do recommend. That's a show that can really be revived very easily. So they're recovering and they're wondering what they're going to do. Ahead of them is the planet Meta, whose signal somehow caused the catastrophe. Could it be their new home, or does more danger lie ahead?
Sorry, I went off for a second.
Sorry? What happened?
Sorry, I just went off for a second. Sorry, someone was talking to me. Someone was just talking to me. Sorry, I've had to go off.
No problem. You're cool. Fine. So, fine. So go back to that. So yeah, more danger does indeed lie ahead. It's all the greatest hits of Space 1999. It's exactly like the Space 1999 rub down transfers that you really enjoyed, but it makes more sense. And it's more like coherent. You had you have this ambassador come from the planet Meta, and it's very even maybe second season Space 1990, but it really kind of works. It's played by Terry Malloy. There's this good like zombie body snatcher thing going on again that ties into UFO really, really nicely. The only thing I don't like about it is you have like a married couple in it, and they're obviously not a male and female. They're two women. And don't get me wrong. I like the lesbians. I do like the lesbians. It's one of my favorite things.
Well, they're not one of my favorite things. They're just, they don't let me in. That's terrible. I shouldn't have said that.
I'm fine over here in the corner. You carry on, darling. So yeah, God, there's everybody. Like, what percentage of Big Finish's audience are gay? Is it 100%? Because that's the number of gay couples in Big Finish's production that I've listened to. I listen to basically everything. Is that
100%? In what direction do you swing, Rabbi? Are you a member of the LGBT community?
I'm like heteronormative.
100% straight.
100%.
Okay.
Gayest moment ever. I'm going to tell you my gayest moment ever, right? I was watching
tell me your gayest moment ever. Go for it.
I was watching a documentary about prostitutes, right? And they asked them what is the thing they did that their clients most, got off on, right? And they all said the same thing, which was very, very, interesting. While they were in some way flagellating their client's member, I think with a hand, their mouth, they would then also be playing using some kind of probe or doing something with their butt, right? Like some kind of mini vibrator thing on their butt, right? And that's what their clients went nuts for. And I sat and I thought to myself, would I do that? Would I want to do that? They're all saying it's very good. But it feels a bit gay. Let me think. And the answer, that was the gayest moment. And it's like, no, that sounds a bit gay. I don't think I want to do that. I don't care how good it is. I don't want to be a bit gay. Okay? That's how not gay I am.
Whoa, that's homophobic, man. You don't want to be a bit gay?
No.
There's a bit of gay in everyone, as they say.
Isn't gay, okay? It's cool. You be you, I be me, okay? If you want to, somebody to stimulate your asshole, I don't mind. That's your prerogative, as long as
Well, Rabbi, I'll be honest with you. I have not had any of these homoerotic thoughts. I've not even had a gay moment yet, unfortunately.
Me either. That's good. So yeah, so I'm not going. So yeah, every bloody couple, and they're always like they're never gay couples. They're always women, right? Like does every couple? No, have some men with women. Okay, that's just crazy. Just some. It's universal. To, like why? And it really kind of just irritates. It's so 2020 and 2021. I'm just so bored of it. So fine, that was the, and it was.
It doesn't feel like 2021.
It doesn't. Again, this numbering system will probably be gone in 18 months. Okay, that's where the world's going. And you think I'm crazy? And 6 months from now, you can like, listen. Let me explain something to you. Okay.
Go on.
I am God's practical joke on you. Right, God's practical joke on you. Because you'll go when like the apocalypse is here, and you'll go like, "But God, you didn't tell me." You said, "Oh yes, I did. I don't." And he put it in the mouth of a fat prick in his basement that no one's gonna listen to. So that's like, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And again, I understand.
I admire the self-deprecation. To be fair,
what's that?
I admire the self-deprecation, to be fair.
No, look, I understand.
A fat prick in his basement.
That's crazy. 1 second. Automorris is talking to me. What's he saying? I've been busy gearing up for the takeover of a company by myself and a business partner this April 1st. Oh, very exciting. And it's been a year in prep and me leaving my job. Well, I hope the apocalypse doesn't happen then, so that can happen, right? What's that? Probably saying he's watching the 100, and the first female went from being straight to fell in love with the hero. The next season, he turned evil, and she killed him and became a lesbian. Well, wouldn't you all? They didn't really need. Yeah, like come on, it's always the same bloody thing. Anyway, other than that, solid episode. Episode 2 is Death's Other Domain, which is a recreation of the original series one, and it's really clever. Okay, a voice calls to Alpha from the mysterious snowbound planet. Can it be possible that humans from Earth have really colonized this remote world? When Commander Koenig and his team investigate, they discover the planet Neville holds many terrible secrets. So this is a really clever one. This is Brian Blessed did in the original one. That's a probe from the past that they knew, and they have an interesting story. And this planet has an interesting properties, right?
It keeps on lagging for me.
I'm sorry. You can you hear me?
The internet keeps on. Yeah, I can hear you now, but it keeps on lagging. So I might just reload the page if that's okay, and then I'll come back on. Sorry, it just keeps on lagging. Sorry.
Pop out, come on, no problem. It's basically just me talking anyway. As for the Beckham, what's the worst Doctor Who episode in the show's history? Anyone? The absolute worst of TV in any era? See, I would say Orphan 55 or Mirabilis, right? Orphan 55 or Can You Hear Me? Most people would say Timeless Children. But
Twin Dilemma.
Twin Dilemma, I don't know. I think Twin Dilemma is not as bad as most of Jodie Whittaker's episodes. Like even the ones I didn't mind, which was A Woman Who Fell to Earth and The Ghost Memorial, I can't watch them anymore because I know how bad it gets. And I think I just didn't hate them because I was watching with like very positive eyes and I really wanted to like it, right? Every other episode is just, I can't think of one that I don't find excruciating. I genuinely hate it, right? Genuinely hate it. So anyway, I was going to say, so if you've seen the original series, that's basically the same thing. It's a recreation of it. And the third story is called Goldilocks, which is where they find a planet and they go and check it out. And it's one of those very traditional, like Space 99 ones where you got eagles flying through trees and stuff like that. Cool stuff like that. What on earth Flash players trying to install? Remind me later, bitch. I don't care. I'm not Flash. Are you out your bloody mind? What year do you think?
Oh no, actually, I know what the worst one is. I've remembered what the worst one is. Warriors of the Deep. That's my least favorite. Warriors of the Deep.
It's a good contender, but I still feel I would rather watch Warriors of the Deep, and that's awful. That's really awful. I'd rather watch Warriors of the Deep than what's it called again? Most Jodie Whittaker stories. Yeah. I can't stand Jodie Whittaker. Yeah, I would rather watch any Jodie Whittaker story. Even
fair enough.
Even Revolution of the Daleks, because she's in it, right? And she just one drop of Jodie makes everything bad, right? Like, okay, how about this? Somebody, what's your favorite thing to eat?
I don't have a favorite thing to eat. Children, probably.
Now, come on. What's your favorite drink?
My favorite. Okay, we'll go for Diet Coke. We'll go for Diet Coke. Diet Coke.
Would one drop of homeless man jizz in just one drop in your Diet Coke make it something you don't want to drink?
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's Jodie Whittaker. That's Jodie Whittaker. One drop of homeless man jizz. So yeah, this is a very traditional episode. You got like they find a planet and it's looks perfect, but it's not. Great monsters, great aliens, great set. I really do like this. I really enjoy it. Fine. I'm going to review. I'm not talking about Master tonight. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to remove this.
Did you remove me?
Yeah. No, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. I apologize.
Despicable. Trying to silence me. This is not freedom of speech, Rabbi. Terrible.
This is a dictatorship, so you know I don't pretend it's anything other.
It is a dictatorship, to be fair. You can kick me whenever you want.
Basically, yes. I hold the power. WandaVision. Are you watching WandaVision?
No.
Fine.
That's terrible, isn't it?
No, it's not. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I hated this last episode where we found out what's going on. It's all about Agatha is the villain. It's all magic, and I know they have magic in Doctor Strange, but that magic felt organic to the Marvel Universe. This feels like a girl's comic, and I don't want to read a girl's comic. I'm not interested in reading girl's comic because I'm not a girl.
Don't say girl's comic, an effeminate comic, No,
it really is. There's masculine and there's feminine. And some things appeal to masculine people more, and some things appeal to feminine people more. And that's the way it is. That's just human nature, you know. That's not sexist. That's saying there are genders. And then for 99% of the human race, through the entirety of our history, there are genders, all right? And they're not fluid, and they're not mutable. That's just reality.
Oh no! Don't do the transphobic thing. Oh no!
That's transphobic.
Don't go there, man.
I'm happy if somebody's trans. Although listen, I think somebody trans should be transitioning. I don't think somebody should be permanently trans. That's weird. Either be what like transitioning makes it, but be permanently trans. The fact of the matter is, it's not hateful to say, okay, what percentage of the world are Jews? Not many.
I got no clue. Got no clue.
I like 2%, maybe, if that. I think much less. It's a really small percentage. It's a really small percentage. But that's okay. It doesn't matter that they're an infinitesimal percentage. It's okay. But there's still an infinitesimal percentage. What is like rechange, like again, is imagine rechanging the entirety of society to make it fit better for one-legged banjo players. Right? Yeah, they would have like banjo player like holders everywhere and like spare legs or whatever. Yeah, like we retool the entire society for one-legged banjo players. And those one-legged banjo
not really. No, I don't know if I agree with that though, because I feel like, I mean, if that's who they identify as, right, then sure, they can do what they want. They're not hurting anyone, I don't think, by doing that. I think it's cool if they want to do that.
Who said they can't identify as that? Who's saying they're hurting
you?
Yeah,
but I mean, like, it sounds like, I'm not gonna lie, but it kind of sounds like you were saying like you shouldn't like change society for them. But I mean, like, technically, if they want to identify as a female,
exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying the society completely accepts them as is. If you want, again, I will gender you however you want. If you want me to call you a man, I will call you a man. If you don't have a penis, I will still call you a man. If you do have a penis and want to be called a woman, I will call you a woman. I understand you believe you're a woman. I just don't know. I think if you menstruate, you're probably not a man. I think if you have a penis, you're probably not a woman. I don't know. And I don't think those are radical things. But I'm not going to put my judgment on you, right? I'm not going to imprint my will on you. I'm not going to tell you, no, you're not a woman. I'm saying that's just my opinion. I don't know. Yeah, so and I'm happy to be treated like a woman, with the exception of when it infringes on women's rights, like women's sports. We don't.
I've been told I should watch Ben Shapiro videos now.
Why not? Well, listen, he's a bit annoying. He's a bit annoying.
I've been told I look like him as well. It's like sad.
That's not so bad. He's not that. He's not that annoying. He's not that bad looking. He looks very LA. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, it's always good to listen to the other side. That's how I know the other side are morons, and they cannot hold a conversation or a debate on literally anything, right? And they've always got to imprint negativity on things they can't win. Like, so again, I'm happy to gender you however you are. I'm not happy for you to dictate how I think, right? I'm not happy for me to dictate to you how I think.
I can't lie though. There are some people on this side who are quite, authoritarian in their kind of beliefs, and they think everyone should agree with them.
I think your side is way more authoritarian. Anybody on board?
No. I think there are. Well, I'm not really on either side at this point. I think they both hate me. Like someone said, Tharies is my puppet master. Tharies literally bloody blocked me on Twitter. Tharies blocked me on Twitter.
He was puppet master. I thought, listen, I never go up against him because never. It's like, okay, I'm sorry.
But Tharies literally blocked me. Both sides hate me equally. I think I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, you're probably doing the right thing. In my opinion, you're probably doing the right thing. Anyway, WandaVision, because I want to go. I'm hungry now. WandaVision. It's just the problem. It's the same problem as with the sequel trilogy. When you take something that works for 8-year-old boys and you make it for 8-year-old girls, it fails 100% of the time. Why? Because the girls aren't interested in boyish things, even if you make it for girls. Girls really aren't interested in Star Wars. They're just not. I mean, some girls are, but generally speaking, girls are not, even if you make it girly. And boys aren't.
You say that, though, but I know so many girls who like Star Wars.
Okay.
I actually do. No, sorry, I just had to say that.
So do I. It doesn't just my argument. I'm talking about the generalities of human.
Yeah, no. You're right, though. That's why they have, what's it called? Research groups. And then they go, this kind of group, this sort of sect of society prefers this and this. I know it's kind of people in boxes, but
the overwhelming data is women, generally speaking, do not go into STEM subjects when given freedom of choice. That's just the data.
Although I would imagine, I think just the way the world works a little bit is we've always
encouraged women from the moment they're born to go into STEM subjects. From the moment they're born to go into STEM subjects.
They do, but I think, for me, I think, a lot of it is kind of the stereotypes in society. They probably don't help. I don't think it's necessarily psychological. I think it's just kind of the way the world has always evolved.
Nonsense you've been told, and it doesn't it doesn't stand up against reality. And it's okay. It's not offensive. It's not offensive to have generalities based on your chromosomes. That's okay. It doesn't diminish anyone, right? It doesn't make anybody bad or good. It just makes us different, and that's okay. It's okay that men and women are different. It doesn't make one superior or inferior. It makes one superior at some things and inferior at others, and the others vice versa. I have found men and women normally work best when they work together as a unit. They complement each other's strengths and weaknesses. That's just my personal opinion. But that's because they are different. And it's okay. It's not offensive that they're different. This is insanity you have been brainwashed into for the last 15 years. This isn't normal. This is something that's been put into your world. That men and women, it's okay that men and women are different.
Well, no, but I mean, I think it should just be fine. I think you should just treat people as they are, in my opinion, just generally. You'll have some more masculine women and more effeminate men by the kind of stereotypes you like. I don't think there's a problem really. I don't get why people always talk about it. So I just think people do what they want.
Nobody minds about that. What people mind is being told it's verboten to say for the majority of our species that gender isn't fluid, and it's not me. Yeah, gender isn't fluid, and you have basically a binary choice for the majority of species for the entirety of our existence. Those are just facts. Those are just facts, and it goes beyond society. It goes into every form of society. Those are just facts. Those are hardwired into the majority of people. And it's okay that for some people it isn't. It's okay. No one's saying they need to be killed. No one's saying they can't identify how they want, right? No one's saying that.
Okay, let's move on.
I don't understand your cognitive block. Okay, so that's basically my problem with WandaVision, which was this episode was a girl show that I'm not really that interested in, and it's the MCU. It's very clearly the MCU. They had a big revelation at the end. There was I can't remember now. It was white vision. I don't care. I don't care about any of it. I found the whole flashback to what's it called again? Or she saw when she was a kid. She used to love watching sitcoms. Explained her love of sitcoms a little bit. I don't care. They didn't explain. They was trying to explain how she got these superpowers, these ultra superpowers, and it's just like she decided she wanted them, or so. It just didn't make. It was girl stuff. It was magic, and it was a very it's a girls' comic, which is fine. There's lots of good girls' comics out there, but I'm personally not that interested. Oh, where'd you go? I'm not that interested in it. Wow. Okay. I don't know what happened. Maybe he lost internet. But basically, I was wrapping up there. Is there anything going on here? Yeah, poor kid. Poor kid. You know, it's like he just. It was a cognitive issue where it's bad to be heteronormative, which is what we mostly are as a species. And it's not bad if you're not. Oh, he's back. He's back. Oh, good. It was an internet problem.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. No, I'm glad you came back.
Sorry. Oh, no, I've not watched WandaVision, though. When I watch it, I'll let you know what I think. So.
Don't waste your time. I'm actually going to watch... oh, man, it's 10 o'clock already. I'm going to watch... I've been on for 2 hours. Wow. I'm going to watch...
Wow. What can I say? I'm a very engaging person. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to watch Snowpiercer, Resident Alien. This week's episode, freaking awesome. I'm actually going to do an in-depth review of it because it's so good. That's the thing you should be watching.
I should watch Resident Alien. I've seen a trailer for it. It's quite good.
It's so good. It is so good. It's Alan Tudyk is tour de force acting job. Really, really pulls together. Fine. I am going to have dinner. I am a hungry rabbi, as well as being a horny rabbi. But I'm more hungry right now than I'm horny. So I am going to go for the food instead of anything else. Maybe I'll get a basket of fruit. I could do 2 things at once. I don't want to tell you how. But I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, all right. I won't ask, Rabbi. But it's been good actually. This has actually been good.
Well, there. I just reviewed Barry. Problem being, I just reviewed Barry on Dan's channel. I'm not sure when on the next hard drive. And we do use the word hard drive very often in that. Fine. I'm hungry. I'm clicking the end broadcast button. I'm clicking the second end broadcast button.
Just thank you for having me on.